Hey everyone, Skylinks here bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing another DC Universe's Classics review, Wave 3 Figure 4 Robin. A little information about Robin because some people may need it. This is Tim Drake. He's actually the third and most current Robin in the series. Tim Drake became Robin for one big reason, and that was to help Batman, but help him in a different way. One is because Batman needs Robin as a symbol. If people found out that Robin is left, or Robin died, or for whatever reason Robin is no longer there, then Batman no longer becomes a symbol and he becomes just a weird man in a crazy suit. The second reason is for Batman's personal and mental stability. Batman needs Robin there to care for him and allow Batman to care for someone else. Now, Tim Drake is often considered the best Robin there's been. My favorite, personally, is Dick Grayson. However, I will agree that Tim Drake is the best Robin so far. And the reasons is because he's a very likable character. He's also not overly loyal like Dick Grayson was, but he's not a complete rebel like Jason Todd was. He usually stays in line, but he goes off and does his own adventures. That, and he's really stepped above and beyond all the other Robins and really defined himself as a hero. Now, he's been on teams such as Young Justice, I believe, and the Titans. Now, much like his mentor, he doesn't have any special abilities, but like all the Robins, he's an excellent gymnast, a great hand-to-hand combatant, he's incredibly good with certain weapons, like bow staff, and he's a computer expert, too. Now, his occupation is a student. Robin is still in high school, and he's been in high school for a long time. Maybe they should make him graduate. Now, Tim Drake had a father, but his father died during the identity crisis, and he has been most recently adopted by Batman as Bruce Wayne's ward. Now, let's talk about the figure itself. I love this figure. I think it's absolutely fantastic. However, there are some standing problems about it. Let's go into articulation and accessories first. He comes with these two batarangs. Why he has two, I don't know, because he has another accessory. However, they are convenient enough that they can both fit in one hand, so at least they gave us that. And he does come with his bow staff, which is pretty nice. No real detailing in it, just something right there. And he can hold it in his hand. However, it doesn't hold well in his right hand, but it does hold well in his left hand. Articulation-wise, Robin has amazingly good articulation, like all the DC Classic line does. Bend at the knees, the feet, quadriceps moves, but he's pretty tight there. Legs go out, legs go up, though the legs can be tempered by his belt. The arms go up, out, back, elbow bends, hand turns. Now, the only one huge damper in his whole entire articulation is his head. Because of his cape and his collar, it kind of dampens him from doing any really good dynamic posing with his head. And again, his waist can turn and his chest or his abdomen can crouch as such. Now, I want to do a comparison and contrast with this figure because I really only have two Robin figures, and that would be this and the Batman and Robin 2-pack Robin figure, which I showed earlier in another review. Now, either one are great Robin figures, and I'm going to do a comparison and contrast right now. One, the good points. This Robin has excellent detailing in the body, whether shadowing or color-wise. He's also, I believe, a much more accurate, slimmer mold, where this Robin is much more jacked. However, this Robin has far better posability. The articulation in him is just 10 times better than in him. Plus, he can hold his accessories better than his fucking batarangs. This Robin's cape is cloth, which does give him advantage if he had posability that this Robin has. This Robin does have a very nice cape, and you can kind of move it off to the side a bit, or out. However, it still dampers him posability-wise, so it would have been nice if the cape was cloth. However, if you're going to keep him in standing pose, it's still a very nice cape. I guess my real beef with this Robin is that his chest area right here, and if you look in there, where his, not his chest, his abdomen, where his abdomen bends, it leaves a big kind of gap there. That's a disadvantage. But other than that, both Robin figures are fantastic. I guess it comes down to two things. One is, which suit do you like better? Do you like the old school Robin suit, or do you like the Superboy tribute Robin suit? Both of them are excellent, excellent sculpted molds. This has better detail, but I believe this is a better mold as a whole. This one is a little bit taller too. But whatever, it's really up to you. I just want to do a compare and contrast because these are really, I believe, the two best Robin molds out there. I've seen the Batman and Son Robin mold, and I just wasn't impressed by it. Now with that said, let's put Robin inside dynamic poses and talk about the figure on a whole. Okay, here's Robin posed up. Now I put both batarangs in one hand, just to show you don't need to leave one out. You can put them both in one hand. I have to say I'm really, really impressed by this figure. I was worried that he was going to be overly jacked and he was just going to be a downright mediocre figure. However, I found him to be one of the best Robin figures out there, and I have to say he's actually better than the Batman and Robin 2-pack figure. At least that's in my opinion. Now he does have his one major flaw, and that would be the abdomen area. But besides that, the posability is phenomenal. The mold is just very, very nice. The head sculpt is really great. The hair is really great. I would have liked to see a little bit more shadowing detail in there, because Robin, you can put it in there, where Nightwing, it would really not work. But I'm not going to get too overly upset about that. He's still a very nice figure, and I highly suggest getting him. Light Nightwing, I can see him being very, very rare. He's already going for $20+ online. I found him in stores, so I got him for the cheap price of $10. So yes, definitely pick him up. I suggest getting both Robin figures that I just displayed. However, if this one didn't have the little section right here, and there was a little bit more detailing and the cape of cloth, then I would think this would be the best Robin figure of all time. However, there are a few minor flaws, but nothing that the pros of this figure can quickly take over. I highly suggest picking this up, highly. I just want to comment quickly on Wave 3. If you've been following the DC Classics, you'll find that Wave 3 have great molds, but actually they have very, very little shadowing in the figures. Now, whereas it's characters like Green Lantern and Nightwing, you really shouldn't put shadowing in there. Characters like Robin, you really should, because the red stands out very well. So, like Superman Red that I reviewed, he had shadowing in there. Not too much, but just enough. I think Robin should definitely have that much shadowing too. I would have also liked these little notches right here to be a little bit smaller and up, but I'm not going to hold that against him. Highly suggest picking this figure up. You will be surprised. He is really nice. Okay, with that said, this is Skyline saying peace out for now.